Hello everyone, welcome to another Tea with Nan. Nancy Finch speaking. How are you all? I'm in a really good mood today. I've got loads done today before we started. So I hope you've all had a really good week. It's lovely to be here with you. The sun is shining, it's beautiful out there. I've got the woods nearby. Just so lucky. I'm feeling really happy and lucky today. So I hope you are too. It'd be nice if someone could come on here and join me for Tea with Nan. And obviously we're going to be talking about something that's going to stimulate some interest and hopefully inspire you and help you on lots of levels, physical, emotional, etc. So I'm waiting for someone to come on here so I can send you a virtual hug. If not, I shall just waffle on as I always do on a Monday. So as I say, I hope you've all had a good week, and maybe you can practice and play with some of the things that I've suggested on my Tea with Nans. I'll tell you now, it's my website is www.nancyfinch.co.uk. You can catch up on all the ones you might have missed on every Monday. I've done quite a few now, actually. So 3 people are watching. Hello, whoever you are. Happy Monday to you, and I hope you're well. It's good. So today's talk, our little informal thing today is attitude of gratitude. So that's going to be good fun. I always like an attitude of gratitude. It's so good for you on so many levels. So if you're got time to listen today, that's great. Maybe you can put this into your life in some way. It would be lovely. And it's very good, as I say, on lots of levels. So attitude of gratitude. Now, so many people, they want to be grateful for things, but there's so many other things in the way. There's so many other problems or worries and stresses that they forget to be grateful. And it is so important for us to be grateful for things, because for lots of reasons, when we are grateful and we have that feeling of gratitude inside us, we are really helping ourselves on a physical level. Now, there is science behind this. I'm going to be talking about Dr. David Hamilton, who talks about the science behind being grateful and kindness and all those other nice things. So you can always find him on my website. If you want some science behind why we're doing this, why you have to be mindful to be grateful. The attitude of gratitude. Well, when you're grateful, you really help your heart chakra. This is this one here, the green one. You help your immune system. You help all of this area to work better. And that's a very good thing for you, because obviously right now we need to stay well. We need to feel the best we can be, don't we? So the attitude of gratitude will definitely help you. Hi, Kathy. Lovely to see you, darling. You're the first person on here to comment. So to say hi. There we go. Nice big Monday hug for you. I hope you're well. So attitude of gratitude, Kathy. We've got to remind ourselves, especially at the beginning of the week when we've got so many things to do, we've got to remind ourselves to be grateful for all the things we already have. Now, this is very good, as I say, for your heart chakra, for your immune system. I have seen lots of people who are grateful stay well because of this. So that's one good reason why. I've got a little note here to remind me. It's good for your chakras, good for your physical area where it affects. It makes you feel happy emotionally. When you're happy, you give out a different vibe. It's lovely. And when you're happy, that also affects your body and your mind. Oh, hi, Sean. Nice to see you. Yes, it is good afternoon. I keep forgetting it feels like morning. Happy Monday to you, Dawn. I'm very well. Thank you, sweetheart. I hope you're well too. It's lovely that you joined me for a nice cuppa. Hope you can relax for a few minutes with me while we discuss gratitude, because we need to be grateful. We can be grateful for anything, our friends, what we have already in our lives, not what we haven't got. You know, we're sort of thinking, oh, we focus on those things that we don't have because we want to better our lives and ourselves. But we've got to start from a place of gratitude first to be able to attract that into our lives. So when you're happy because you're grateful, then the other things that have been taking your emotional balloon down, like stress and worry, don't really affect you as much. So, hi, Sean. Nice to see you on here. So they have less power over you physically and emotionally. If you could be grateful, you're kind of overriding the stress and worry around you or the problems. But gratitude is a really healthy, lovely thing to do on all levels. So physically, it helps this area. Emotionally, it helps you to feel happy. It helps you to feel satisfied. Because suddenly, for that moment that you're feeling grateful for whatever it is, small, big things, doesn't matter, whatever it is, you are helping yourself, and the vibe you give out is happy. And that's also very inspirational for other people. So it's very positive. You form new pathways in your mind, in your brain, because as you're thinking gratitude, you're overriding some of those more negative pathways. You're helping to form a positive pathway. So that's something of a good habit to get into. I love good habits. I love thinking, well, I'm going to attach this intention to this. And I then use that, and I have been for many years. It's an easy button, really, to make sure that you stay in that higher place of self. So, yeah, gratitude, loads of it leads to kindness. When you're grateful, you feel satisfied, you feel happy, you're more likely to be kind to another person because you're celebrating what you have here. Oh, hi, Gail. Oh, it's so nice to be with you, my darling. Give yourself a big hug. Thank you. Yeah, so attitude of gratitude. How would you use it? Well, as I say, you're doing it for yourself, you're doing it for other people, with the vibe you give out. You're inspiring them by example, by the way, as well. So how would you use it? How I use it is, well, there's lots of different ways, really. I teach my clients how to use this in a very simple way using their hands. They can count on five things on one hand and another. We'll do that in a minute. But how I use it is I attach it to sound. Now, I live near the woods, and there's the pigeons. I love wood pigeons. I love the sound that they make. So every time I hear a wood pigeon cooing, they usually coo 3 times for some reason. So every time I hear this wood pigeon, I think of 3 things to be grateful for straight away, right there and then. And because I've done it for years and years, it's a lovely association. But because I've done it for years, I ended up feeling this was an automatic response. So without even thinking about it, I could be talking to you and a bird coo, and suddenly I'm thinking of 3 things while I'm talking to you. So it helps to reinforce it every time. And those 3 things can be random. And they quite often are. Anything at all that comes to mind. It could be the car you drive. It could be the food in the cupboard. It could be the clothes that you wear. It could be your family. It could be the cat that you have. It could be anything at all that we generally take for granted. It could be our eyesight, our hearing, anything at all that is something physical or what you have around you, or your, as I say, family, friends. It might be anything at all. But if you could just focus on gratitude and feel that gratitude towards whatever you have, whatever comes to mind, then you are going to be in a very powerful place to help yourself and to keep yourself above the stress and worry that you see around you. Everyone is quite contagious otherwise, isn't it? You have people stressed and worried, and you can, without realizing it, adopt those same feelings, and you find that you attract them into your life because you're focused on them. So this is a nice way to inspire other people and to be an influence on other people. It's contagious. When you're really happy and you're in a good place, that feeling oozes out like a child coming into a room to play, and everyone loves the child or the puppy that's brought their energy into a higher place. You can be that for other people just by choosing to, not circumstantial. So when we're grateful, we naturally raise our emotional balloon to a higher place. It's very good for you. So I used it, as I say, with simple sound, like the pigeon. And I hear them subconsciously as well. And I always do this. There's another time that I don't. If it takes my attention away, if things around me are taking my attention away, then the simple association that I have with sound and that gratitude, 3 gratitude things, is enough to ground me, to make me realize I'm in a good place to attract what I want, not what I was focused on before. Then it might be anything to do with, as I say, stress, worry, pressure, all of those things. So we can be more of ourselves and do everything better when we're in a higher place of self. And so I would suggest you do that. I mean, maybe not use a pigeon. Maybe another lady, she lives on a main road and she hears a lot of ambulances go by. And although that seems like a very sad association, but when she hears an ambulance, she always wishes that person, whoever is in that ambulance, to be well. So that's her way of doing it. But I've asked her to add, oh, hi John, lovely to see you, darling, my dear cousin. So I've asked her to add 3 things. So when she hears that, she's now going to associate that 3 things to be grateful for, as well as wishing that person well. So she's going to incorporate that now, and it will become an automatic thing that keeps her immune system high and keeps her emotions in a good place. So the one thing I thought that you might like to do is what I teach my clients. So I ask them to count on their hand 5 things to be grateful for. Okay, as I say, there could be anything at all. It doesn't have to be just random things, really. In fact, it helps if it's random because you're not really thinking about it. You're just letting it surprise you as it comes into your head. So 5 things that you actually have right now. It could be that you can walk. It could be that you can talk or you can think or anything at all. Hi, Irene. Hello, sweetheart. I bet you're a very grateful person. You're grateful for your cat. You're grateful for your home, for your friends, for your social life, anything at all. So attitude of gratitude is a really good thing to practice every single day. So 5 things to be grateful for right now. And you can say them on here or you can just count them on your own fingers. So when you're grateful for what you've got right now, in this moment, you actually have these things, okay? So you're actually appreciating them. You're valuing them. You're valuing yourself for having them. So you've got 5 things. Hi, Annie. It's lovely to see you, darling. So happy Monday to you. 5 things to be grateful for on one hand. Now, how about once you've done that 5 things, why don't you think about 5 things that you haven't got that you'd like to have? And transfer the feeling of satisfaction and happiness from this awareness to this. Because by the law of attraction, you're more likely to attract what you haven't got if you put it in the now tense of gratitude. So if you take those feelings that you have here on those 5 things to be grateful for, and then immediately go to 5 things I am grateful for, and the things that you haven't got yet, okay? You're kind of fooling your mind. Your brain believes you. Your 95% subconscious is going to go, yes, okay, we have that. It's going to give you a feeling of satisfaction, but by the law of attraction, you're going to attract or be more likely to attract this, that you are now thinking, like if you had a health problem, for instance, you might say, oh, I'm really grateful that my health is wonderful. It's 100% better. Or I'm really grateful for something you haven't got that you wish to have. Because you're actually putting energy and attention and feeling, most of all, the feeling goes into this. So practice and play with it. 5 things to be grateful for right this minute. And then transfer that beautiful feeling of happiness and satisfaction into 5 things you haven't had yet that you would like to have. And as I say, it feels good. It makes you feel good. And of course, your focus is on what you want and you deserve. Okay, so whatever those things are, you can always talk to me about how you get on with this subject and how you get on with being grateful, because it's so easy to feel the opposite of that when you have so many things going on in our lives. We might think, well, I'm not really grateful because this is wrong or that's wrong, or you might have lost something in your life and you might be thinking, I feel lack, not grateful. But as soon as you start to feel grateful, you're changing that. You're changing how you feel on the inside and what you attract from the outside. Because what you feel, what you focus and feel on, you're attracting. So I've got a little thing, focus and feel what you want to be real. That's a nice little saying. So remember, 5 things on one hand that you actually have right now. It could be the simplest things, or big things, whichever. And 5 things that you haven't got, you'd like to have, but feel as if you have them in the now tense. I am grateful for 5 things. Great. Lovely. So David Hamilton, as I say, explains that a lot better in science, and I love science behind everything we talk about. So if you want to look him up, Dr. David Hamilton, he will show you the evidence that would support what we're doing today. So that is a very nice thing to do. And also, I've got some connecting Nan talks. If you go onto my website, hi Carl, nice to see you. Oh, Grace, hello darling, happy Monday to you. So I've got some lovely connection talks, as I say, on my website. You go onto my website and you've got a little chakra man. Thank you, Grace. I love hugs on Mondays, don't you? And you can just drop the bar down and click onto the green section. Now, there's 2 talks I'm going to stress that help with this particular subject today. One is called gratitude, and I'm kind of reinforcing it a little bit. So if you forget what we're saying about today, or you want a bit more of an angle on it, go to the gratitude in the green. And the second one is stop complaining. Now, when we complain about something, we're not grateful, are we? No, we're not grateful. We're complaining. We're not happy because something's wrong in our lives. And what we need to do is, we can be very, we can get, move forward with whatever we're complaining about. We can do some action towards the difference that we want to see. So I explain it in this, how we can, that's not taking away the right to complain, but it's also showing you where that complaining goes and how it hurts you. Oh, hello Tina. Hi everybody. I'll catch up with you on here if I miss your name. So stop complaining is a good thing to be focused on, because then you're not going to bring your emotional balloon down. All right. Hi Tina. So being grateful brings that up, makes you feel happy, makes you feel satisfied. Complaining brings that down. So it's good to be mindful of how that is not very good for you, although you can still be proactive in the change you want to see, is what I was saying earlier. Thank you for the hugs. Oh, the lovely hearts. Thank you, guys. Good way to start on Monday, don't you think? So, yes, I say, look up my website, www.nancyfinch.co.uk. And if you're watching this on YouTube, which I plan to put on, please like, subscribe and share. We're trying to get it out there, help more people. It's very good to be inspirational for somebody. It might be the change that they need that day. People that have practiced my little tools, my ideas, you know, my emotional tools do help them. And then you can actually inspire other people just by doing them, just by playing with them. There's so many you can keep yourself happy with. And they all connect. I like the way my tools connect. My emotional tools, you can use this one with this one. Since I'm coming up for 40 Wednesday, trying to stay mindful and grateful for the little things. Yes, Tina, 5 things that you could be grateful for right now. Well, you're only 40. Brilliant. That's lovely. You've got to have friends or family you want to celebrate with. You're grateful for that. It might be that you have what you have in your life right now at this age. You know, the things we take for granted, we should never take for granted. We have to bring ourselves back to a grounded place of gratitude to really appreciate what we've got so far and to attract more of that into our lives. Because I used to have a little book. I talk about this in the gratitude talk. I used to have a little book, a gratitude book, and I used to write things down in it. It could be I saw a rainbow, or I saw a hedgehog, or somebody was kind to me today, or whatever. I'm going to wish you happy birthday now. I love that. So I might have written down any random thing in my little book. But what I found, because I was doing that more than 17 seconds, and there's something to that, it's just how long it takes to lock into your body. 17 seconds locks into your body. It locks into your physical self, your emotions, and by the law of attraction. So I was writing for more than 17 seconds. And I realised as I put the book down, something else would happen within a very short time, that I'd have to go back and write more into that book. Amazing. So I found that energy brought more of the same thing. I was grateful all day. It's a really nice feeling. It puts you above the stress and worry, like I keep saying. So it's worth trying for that. There's lots of things to be grateful for. If you look, it could be grateful for the sunshine today. It could be anything at all. Oh, thank you, Tina. That's so sweet that you're on here and everyone's talking to each other. That's lovely. So yeah, stop complaining, and gratitude. 2 in the green section of the Nan Talks are very good. Wonderful. I hope you can play with this, guys. Just to recap, 5 things right now. Hi, Rebecca. Nice to see you. We're just talking about attitude of gratitude. Counting 5 things. Make this a habit maybe in the morning. It's quite nice. 5 things to be grateful for right now. Anything at all. And really feel them. You don't have to say this out loud. You can just do it inside yourself. Just be grateful. Bring that balloon, that emotional balloon higher. 5 things to be grateful for every day. And then transfer that to 5 things you haven't got, but feel the same gratitude as if you have. You've just, helping to cosmic order it. You're helping to the law of attraction is more likely to come, present itself to you in the form of more gratitude. So enjoy that. Enjoy doing that exercise. And if you don't want to do this bit, and you find that some people think, well, I'm not sure if I can be grateful for something I haven't got, because they might be feeling that lack or the pressure around it. Well, don't worry. If you can't do this bit, at least do this bit. I do both. So 5 things. Love gratitude, says Sweet Pea Holistic Healing. Lovely. Nice name. So 5 things right now, perhaps after you've finished watching me, and feel the difference. See how you feel. You'll find your inner child is happier. You'll feel you're more in tune with your feelings. Your gratitude feeling makes you feel satisfied, makes you feel calm. It will help to counteract stress and worry. And stress and worry, there's stress. That's where it affects your body. You may get imbalance in your body if you're stressed or worried, or you feel the pressure, etc. So that's where imbalance tends to go when our energies are low, when our chakra energies are low, through a thought and a feeling. So if we can counteract that just by being grateful, aren't we clever? Aren't we clever? We've just overridden all of the stress and worry with a moment of gratitude, enough so that we can give ourselves a good chance to stay well. It really does. Already. Oh, you know what, guys? I am very grateful for you being here. I'm grateful for my phone working today. Silly little things like that, like the phone works great. I'm grateful for the cup of tea I've got. I'm grateful for the sun shining on my beautiful flowers. I'm grateful for lots of things. 5 things. More than 17 seconds, you're in a good place. You're locking it into yourself, and you're being an inspiration for the people. Quite often people say I inspire them by being happy. Well, that is a choice. We've got to choose to be happy, and gratitude is one of the things that make me feel that. Thank you for the hearts, guys. I feel very loved. I'm giving lots back to you as well. So the vibe you give out, it's contagious. People will feel that from you. Like a puppy in a room playing, you just feel so happy watching the puppy or the child playing. That's what you're going to be like. That beautiful energy is going to spread through to your family, friends, and collective consciousness I'm always going on about. So as you work on yourself, you're helping the world. So Gail's on as well. Oh, yes, she's relaxing and she's enjoying the sun. And Shine is watching. Oh, I can't read it on here, sorry. So every little thing that we take for granted, anything at all. It could be that you can speak, you know. It could be the things that we think, well, as I say, every day we think about what we haven't got, but let's think about what we have got, and then attract more of that into our lives. And the more we prosper, the more we become more ourselves, the higher we keep our emotional balloon, the more we are there for others. And that's got to be a good thing. So, wow, time's gone on, I think. Doesn't it go quickly? I'm very grateful to everyone who is on here. I'm grateful to everybody who shares this, to inspires another, their family and friends, another person. I'm grateful to be here every Monday for you. And I find that's just my pleasure. And I'm grateful to you for going on my website and for watching the meditations I've done and the talks. The Tea with Nans are informal, and I'm very grateful for you being here every Monday. So give yourself a big hug and namaste moment of love. And I hope you can play with this attitude of gratitude. Try it for a week, see how you feel. And I'd like to hear some feedback from you. If you want to, you can contact me or email me on nancyfinch@hotmail.co.uk. That would be lovely to hear from you, to see how you get on. Okay, I'm grateful to see you on Mondays. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, isn't that nice? Thank you, Irene. I'm grateful to all of you. Just think today, you can do this more than once a day, by the way. Just do it whenever you get the opportunity. It can't hurt you, it can only help you. See how you feel. You might want to do it once in the morning or throughout the day or at night. A lot of people do it at night. Whatever, however you want to use it, enjoy it. And I really hope to get your feedback on it, because the attitude of gratitude is so easy to do. And so with that, I will say goodbye. And namaste moment. I will see you next week at 12 o'clock for Tea with Nan. So lots of love. Oh, sorry, Lisa, you've only just come on. Listen to this again, my darling, and I hope you can use the gratitude exercise, okay? Attitude of gratitude. Lovely. Take care, everyone. Lots of love. Bye. See you next week. Bye.